New topic is divergence. So first of all, actually what is the meaning of divergence? So in a simple definition, as we know that divergence means change in magnitude. Okay, so if suppose one person is driving his car, okay, with change is speed, okay, so we can say that it's a divergence. So ultimately, divergence is indicate in a simple language change in magnitude. Okay, that means if suppose quantity, okay, so, suppose one quantity is change is magnitude with respect to time, okay, so the divergence is present. Okay, I will take one example, velocity. Okay, so if velocity is change, okay, so it is indicated by the divergence. Okay, so change in velocity, okay, velocity change, that means we can say that divergence is present in that case. Okay, so divergence means change in magnitude, but direction is not change in that case. Okay, direction is not change. Okay, if direction is change, so we can say that it's a curl. Okay, so there are actually two definitions. One is divergence and second is curl. Divergence means change in direction and curl means what? Change in, sorry, divergence means change in magnitude and curl means change in direction. Okay, so actually this is a very simple word of or simple definition of divergence. But actually in case of electromagnetic waves, how can we define this term divergence? So to understand the divergence here and see, actually the divergence term is related to the electric field and curl is related to the magnetic field. So after divergence we will discuss about the curl. Okay, so how can we simply define this divergence? So I have to assume x, y and z axis or Cartesian coordinate system. Okay, and in Cartesian coordinate system, suppose I have to place one cube. Okay, so one cube is present here. Okay, and as we know that this cube has total 6 sides: front, back, left, right, top and bottom. Okay, and this is a very small cube, and dimension of the cube delta y, delta x, and the height of cube is delta z. Okay, so now I have to place this cube in electric field. Okay, so this red line is indicate electric field. Okay, so I have to place this cube in electric field. What is the source of field? ये field कहाँ से आता है? Okay, so it doesn't matter कि भाई कहाँ से आता है, कहाँ पे जा रहा है, ठीक है, but you have to just place a cube in electric field. Okay, and this is my original electric field. So and what is the direction of field? Field is only all the direction x, y and z direction. So in x direction it is dx0 ax plus y direction strength is dy0, in z direction it is dz0. Okay, so now I want to actually we want to derive that how much amount of flux, how much amount of electric field or electric flux is passing throughout this cube. Okay, if I have to just change the dimension of the cube. Okay, how can we change the dimension of the cube? If I have to change delta y or delta x or delta z, the dimension of the cube are changed. Okay, so here we have to apply Gauss law. Let us apply the Gauss law. Okay, so according to the Gauss law, we can say that it is closed surface integration d into ds is equals to q total. This is my Gauss law. Okay, so this is a closed surface. Okay, as you can see, this is a closed surface. Okay, okay, so as you can see, this is a closed surface. So as we know that the closed surface is equal to volume, so that is why we have to consider cube, and cube is x as a volume. Okay, so this cube is x as a closed surface. Okay, and if we consider the open surface, so this cube has total 6 sides. Okay, so we can write this one in this way. It's the integration for front side. Okay, we have to consider just front side d into ds plus integration of back side d into ds, top side bottom side, left and right side. Okay, so I have to just consider a total 6 side of this cube is equals to Q total. Okay, so now here we have to just find out the value of this 6 integration: front, back, top, bottom, left, right, and then after we have to just do the addition of all those sides. Okay, so here first of all let us do the integration for only front side, and similarly we can find out the integration of the remaining 5 sides. Okay, so let us find out the integration of front side d into ds. Front side, that means we have to consider only this side. Okay, so this side is known as a front side. Okay, so what is d? So d is not d0, but d is actually d0 plus extra flux which is passing throughout this cube if I have to change this dimension of the cube. Okay, we'll discuss about all those things. Okay, so here this d is, we can say this dx ax plus dy ay plus dz az dot, what is ds? ds is surface of the front side which is delta y delta z. Okay, and what is the direction of the surface? X direction. Okay, so it is delta y delta z into ax. So as we know that according to the property of dot product, ax dot ax, answer is 1, ay dot ax it is 0, az dot ax it is 0. Okay, so only one term is left and it is integration dx term delta y delta z. Okay, so this is the integration for the front side. Now we will more elaborate about what is dx. Okay, so let us continue. So integration for front side d into ds. Okay, integration for the front side d into ds is equals to integration dx delta y delta z. यहाँ तक हमने लिखा था लास्ट. ओके, सो द मेन थिंग इज व्हाट इज dx. ये dx क्या है भाई? ठीक है, सो हियर this dx is dx0. okay, means the actually original flux which is passing throughout the cube plus flux passing throughout the cube whenever we have to change the dimension of the cube. Okay, that means rate of change of flux. Okay, it is called as rate of change of flux if dimension of the cube are changed. Okay, it's just a concept of a capacitor. Okay, as we know that in a case of capacitor, okay, if we just consider, so if initially the capacitor is charged and after certain time again we have to charge the capacitance. Okay, so the total charge on the capacitor is equal to the previous charge plus present charge. Okay, so similarly dx is equal to dx0 is the initial flux passing through the cube plus rate of change of flux. Rate of change of flux, that means please try to understand here we have to just change the dimension. Suppose ये cube है, उसके delta y को बढ़ाओ, delta x बढ़ाओ या फिर delta z. Okay, you can change. Okay, you can stretch any dimension, so the amount of flux passing throughout the cube is changed. Okay, so it is a rate of change of flux throughout the cube. Okay, so how much amount of the flux is changed? So here dx is equals to dx0 plus, now here we have to consider which surface. Here we have to consider the front surface, and what is the direction of the front surface? X direction. Okay, so here we have to just kept constant delta y and delta x is constant because we have to consider this surface, so we have to kept this surface as a constant. But even though I want to change the overall volume of the cube, so how can we change it? I have to just change delta x. Okay, so here I have to change the delta x, so the amount of flux passing throughout the cube is changed. Okay, so it is del dx by del x. Why do you take the partial derivative? Because here delta y and delta z dimension are constant, because I have to take a, first of all, front side integration. Okay, so now according to the unit, if you see, it is dx. Okay, that means flux density divided by meter. Okay, so the unit is not matched. So how can we match this unit? So here just we have to assume one center point is present here inside the cube. This is a center point, point P. The center point P is present inside the cube. Now I have to change delta x. I have to change the delta x. मैं delta x को बढ़ा रहा हूँ यहाँ से. ये जो cube है, मैं cube को यहाँ से खींच रहा हूँ. Okay, so delta x is increased. Okay, so according, here we have to do the calculation for the front side. Okay, so according to the front side, what is the distance of this front side with respect to point P? The distance of front side with respect to point P is delta x by 2. Okay, so here it is delta x by 2. Is it clear? Okay, so dx is equals to dx0 delta x by 2. Okay, so now I will just put this value here. Okay, so this is the integration for the front side. So front side integration d into ds is equals to integration dx0 plus delta x by 2 del dx by del x delta y delta z. Say it equation number 1. So it is a front side integration. Okay, similarly back side integration. Okay, we can derive the equation for the back side integration. ऐसे टोटल कितने इंटीग्रेशन करने हैं? टोटल 6 इंटीग्रेशन. Okay, back side integration. So क्या आएगा आंसर बैक साइड इंटीग्रेशन का? So no need to do the calculation for all the integrations. We will just directly write back side integration. Okay, so for the back side integration it is okay, let us do it. Again I have to write for the back side integration, it is integration what is d? D is dx ax plus dy ay plus dz az into what is ds. Now I have to consider which surface. If you see, now I have to consider this back surface. I have to consider the back surface. What is the area of the back surface? It is same delta y delta z, but what is the direction of that surface? Minus x. Okay, minus x is the direction of the back surface. Okay, so it is minus delta y delta z ax. Okay, now ax dot ax is 1, so it is minus integration dx delta y delta z. Now again, what is dx? As we have discussed earlier. Okay, so in this case here dx is equals to same dx0 plus rate of change of flux passing throughout the cube. Okay, so we can say it is dx is initial flux dx0. अब कितना flux changes होगा? Same amount of flux. Okay, del dx by del x. But here we have considered delta x by 2. Why? Because this delta x by 2 is nothing but the distance of front side with respect to point P. Now we have to find out the distance of back side with respect to point P, which is minus delta x by 2. Okay, so now it is not positive distance, but it is minus delta x by 2. It's minus delta x by 2. Okay, so you have to just keep in mind this negative sign here and here. Okay, so backside integration d into ds is minus integration dx0 minus delta x by 2 del dx by del x delta y delta z. Okay, so this is my equation number 2. Okay, so now I just do the addition of front side and back side. Equation number 1 and equation number 2, ये दोनों का addition करो. Okay, so add front side with back side. Okay, so if you do the addition, which terms are cancelled out? If you see dx0, delta y, delta z terms are cancelled out and these terms are added. Okay, so the resultant answer is integration del dx by del x, delta x, delta y, delta z. Okay, so I will just add front side and back side, so I will get this type of the equation. Is it clear? It's very easy. Okay, it's very easy to remember this equation, as we know that the front side direction is positive ax, back side surface direction is minus ax direction. Ultimately, front side direction is x direction, back side direction is also x direction. So there is a, we have to consider here it is x, and this is the overall volume of the cube, delta x, delta y, delta z. Okay, so similarly we can write for all the remaining surface, like top plus bottom surface. Okay, what is the direction of top and bottom surface? The direction is z direction, so it is del dz by del z into the volume delta x, delta y, delta z. Similarly, left and right surface. Okay, what is the direction of left and right surface? Z direction. So del dy by del y, delta x, delta y, and delta z. Okay, and at last I want to do the addition of all the surfaces. Okay, so do the addition of all the surface. Okay, so it is integration of all surface is equal to, in bracket, okay, del dz by del z into delta x, delta y, and delta z is common. Is it clear? Okay, so here I have to do addition of all the surface. Okay, so integration of all the surface, it is nothing but integration d into ds. Okay, it is integration d into ds. So the closed surface integration d into ds is equals to, okay, so if you look this term, okay, so this term is indicate what? It's a del into d. This term is nothing but it is del vector dot d vector. Okay, how it comes? So you can go to the first chapter videos. Okay, so you can get the idea about it. Okay, so this del into d into delta x, delta y, delta z. Okay, so it's just a definition of divergence. Okay, as we know that what is a divergence? Divergence means if we do the dot product of any vector quantity with del operator, so this is known as divergence. Okay, and we can just consider it is nothing but delta v. Delta v means it's a volume. Okay, so del dot d, that means divergence is equal to the closed surface integration divided by delta v. Okay, when we consider very small volume, so delta v tends to 0. So this is a definition of divergence. This is the exact definition of divergence. Okay, so divergence of any vector. Okay, actually it is not necessary that you have to always take d. You can consider any vector a, b, c, d, e, f, g, any vector. Okay, so divergence of any vector is equal to the closed surface of that vector when volume tends to 0. Okay, so this is the definition of divergence. Okay, so as we know that what is divergence, so in a simple words, divergence means change in magnitude in a simple words. Okay, but in a technical word, this is the divergence. Okay, and if you do the dot product of any vector quantity with del operator, it is also known as the divergence.